All right. What up, my good people? It's your boy Art Czar back with you once again, live in effect, with yet another coach review and reveal. But the funny thing about it is, what you see before you, these wonderful items, they're not the topic of discussion today. Of course, I had to throw a couple items over just to show you guys a little piece of stuff that I have received but have not had the opportunity to review just yet, but I digress. Wanted to throw these items out just to kind of give you guys an idea of some of the wonderful products that I come across most of the time I'm a coach. Now, I have my beautiful turn lock mock or mott loafers, driver mott loafers. These are great when you're walking through the airport. As you can see, you can slide your feet directly in these, go through the TSA checkpoints, unhindered, unencumbered, and basically unfettered. I can move through those areas really briskly, and I can get my bags and go through the scanners and all that and slide those suckers right back on, and I'm still moving. But these are very comfortable. They're fully leather lined. Okay, they're lined with full leather. They're extremely comfortable. I mean, these are some of the most comfortable loafers that I do own. And there are more, like I said, they are mott driver loafers. And of course, my coach hat. I'm always rocking that one way or the other. But here is what we want to get to today. So let me just slide these items out of the way because, again, these are not the topic of discussion. Let's look at what we have here today, my good people. And what do we have? Bang! We now have the Coach Jess backpack. But it's not just any Coach Jess backpack. It is the Marvel line. And you probably can see through the plastic who is on this bad boy. Couldn't wait to break this out for you guys. I was excited about it, ready to rock and roll and get it all out here so you guys can see exactly how it rolls and how it feels, how it looks, and how it carries. So without further ado, I break out the blade to open this package up. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. Unpackage this for a little unpackaging or unboxing. Might the younger guys out there say when they're stripping the shipping protection off of their items when they first get them in the mail. And I'm doing this one-handed, by the way, because I have to operate the camera at the same time. You guys understand. If you've actually done this before, you get it. That's out the way. Okay. And let's get to it. Oh my goodness. Look at that red pop. Woo, 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 woo. This is awesome. My God. I see a lot of great things out there, but this right here. Just the way it smelled when I ripped it out of the box, I just knew I had something going on. It has that real rich, buttery smooth leather smell to it. But the thing about it is, this is a tumbled leather, or rather a pebbled leather, however you want to pronounce it, or however you want to term it or label it. It's up to you. But this is beautiful, people. Let's go through this thing right now. Why don't we? Because I am excited. Let's start with the design, first and foremost. It is more like a clamshell. It's a medium-sized backpack. See, if you guys know me, you know I carry a lot of the crossbodies and things like that. But the thing about it is sometimes I don't feel like carrying the crossbody. Sometimes I don't want anything on the front of my chest. Sometimes I don't want anything covering up my gold chain or covering up the buttons on my shirt, or if I have a nice design. Maybe I want that to pop and show. So sometimes I don't like the crossbody on the front. Sometimes I try to wear it on the back. But either way, what I like about this item is it gives me the opportunity to carry a medium to smaller size backpack. Now, you guys know I have other ones that are different sizes, but this one, being a medium-sized backpack, gives me the ability to carry all of my items that I really need in a pinch or a crunch, and I don't have to carry too much of a backpack. It's just right. But this time it's on my back versus me carrying it on my chest. Let's go through the materialship and the craftsmanship of this bag. You already know, if it's Coach, it's gonna be high quality. And again, whether it's outlet or retail, it really does not matter. It's just going to be the differences, the small little keys that the guys will implement throughout the construction of the bag. Really doesn't matter all that much, but hey, if you're into those details, then I guess it would. But in this particular case, it does not matter because I don't look at it that way personally. So what jumps out at you first? Well, between the two emblems on here, Coach partnered up with Marvel to produce this particular line. They did it after the Basquiat collection, which I thought was beautiful. I have not had an opportunity to procure any of those items yet, but I am going to get one. Watch and see. But in the meantime, we'll just stick with this beautiful Marvel edition. Now, the Coach emblem is raised. It's a raised, it's more like a silver metallic type of emblem. It is metal, and it is basically stamped on here. It probably has on the back side of this zipper some prongs that would hold it in place, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it is metal. So this is not printed or embossed. This is actual metal, silver Coach horse and carriage, New York, as you can see. And let's get to the other obvious, evident piece of emblem that we're looking at here. Obviously, we have the Spider-Man. This is pure dopeness. Without a doubt. It is off the hook, man. Off the chain, however you want to say it, it's ready to go. Okay, I've never seen a Coach backpack like this one. I had to get it. When I saw it, I had to do it. I couldn't hold my composure when I saw this thing. I had to do it. It was an immediate purchase. I saw it, bang, had to get it. Because I know that if I went into the store, I would not find this thing. I had to get this offline. It may still have a couple left, guys, if you're interested in this thing. But I was lucky. I received one of the last ones they had in stock. They told me. They said they had some left. They're probably going to get a little bit more. But after a while, this is going to be a limited edition piece. So these are not going to be readily available over probably the next month or two. They're going to be gone, man, like really, really quickly. So you got to get on this one. If you want it, you got to get it now. Don't waste time. Don't hesitate. Don't stress it. Go and just get it. It's going to run you about $200. So not too bad for the size. This backpack, like I said, it's about 14 inches tall. I would say it's about 9 inches wide. So the width and the height is not that bad if you want to carry something really, really quickly for a day trip. You want to run out for the day, throw maybe a MacBook in there. 13-inch MacBook will fit beautifully in this bag. You can also throw some things in here like a Surface Pro 7. You can any of your iPads will easily fit in this thing. And again, like I said, it's the clamshell design. So it basically has the drawstring pull tabs on it. They're white, and they're like a leather cord, which is awesome. I've never seen that before. Let's go ahead and just take this off. Get an idea. There we go. Get out of here. Okay, so it's a pull tab drawstring that basically closes the bag, and then the clamshell basically comes down over to it with a magnetic clamp enclosure. You hear that little snap, so that's all magnetic there. It's pretty secure. Most of these little magnetic secure clamp holders really are not that good, but the ones with Coach are all good. I haven't run into one with Coach that's terrible by far. So the Coach brand, again, scores very highly on the security of the bag. If someone was to try to go, look at this, you have to put a little PSI, a little muscle behind it to get it off, a little elbow grease, so to speak. So it is very strong. So if someone opens this while it's on your back, you're going to know it. It's not going to be real quiet or anything. They're going to have to put some pressure on it to open it. Now, let's talk about the materialship, craftsmanship, quality. Let's get into it. Okay, so the colors. Obviously, they're Spider-Man colors, red and blue. But this is weird. It's not like that royal blue that Spider-Man has. This is more like a navy. It's almost like a navy blue. I have a couple other Coach items that have that same tone, that same hue to the leather. Okay, so it is a tumbled leather or a pebble leather. The bottom of the bag also is firmly secured and draped and stitched. The nylon stitching going around the edge of the bag obviously is going to provide the most security, and it's not going to tatter or fray, which is what you want when you carry in a high quality item that's going to carry your goods and valuables. You don't want it to rip through and to start breaking. That's the last thing you want. But you don't have to worry about it. Coach is not going to allow that to happen. They're too good at it. Now, I like how they tuck under stitching into the inside of the bag, so that way whatever's in this item will not leak through or drape through or pronounce itself through or protrude through the base of the bag or between the stitching from the inside. That's a beautiful touch, and it's very tightly stitched. Okay, and there's also some reinforcement on the inside of this lip around the base of this bag. Okay, so the base has some type of a cord in the inside. You can feel it strong, and it's very thick right here. It's very, very thick, and it's probably double stitched in there, I'm pretty sure. And it's not some flimsy. This is some really thick and nice leather. I have a normally when I travel, I carry my tote. I have a Metropolitan tote that I carry, and it's made of the same tumble leather, and it's heavy. It's a big, heavy tote. It's the largest tote bag I have, but I carry it on every trip I go on. I'm in the airport, and it's my carry-on. That thing is thick. This leather is exactly the same. Okay, this it gets a little. It's a tougher leather right here, but this is a softer pebble or tumble leather rather. This is pretty tough. This is still pretty nice and smooth, but I can tell the reason why they went with a little harder, coarse leather on this area of it. It's simply because they probably wanted to protect the items that are in this pocket. Maybe if you're going to put a phone or something in there, you probably don't want the softer leather protecting your phone, or something with a glass or Gorilla Glass screen on it, like an iPhone or whatever type of glass they use, ion glass, whatever it is. But you want something tough to protect very, very secure items. Your wallet will go in there, things like that. You want that to be very, very strong. Now, obviously, again, they use a metal zipper track. It's not the plastic on some of the Coach items that you're seeing nowadays that they're making. But this one, of course, it's the YKK zipper on there. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can see that, guys. YKK in the house. YKK. There we go. Yeah, YKK. And it is very strong. The track on the zipper is extremely strong. It's not some little weak stuff. The interior of this pocket, with some paper in there. Let's rip that out of there. It's a pretty deep pocket. I would say it's a 6 to 7 inch pocket. Nothing special about it, but the interior lining is like a thick polyester. It's not cheap. It's not going to get holes in it, so you can throw your keys in there. If you carry a knife, if you're trained in the edge weapons like I am, I carry knives a lot of the time, tactical knives for combat purposes, protection. And if you throw them in there, you're not going to cut this. With putting pressure on it, obviously you would do it, but it's not going to just dangle in there. Keys would pop through there or anything like that's not going to happen. You would probably get this effect, if anything. That's what you're going to look. So my finger is poking through this coarse leather, and see what I mean. So you want a tougher grade of leather on the back of this, protecting those particular types of items. So deep pocket there. Let's go on the inside. Drawstring. I like the metal rivets around the area where the drawstring goes through it. It's all metal rivets all the way through. Okay, let's go on the inside. Why don't we? Let's get the paper out of there. And forgive me, everyone. Of course, I'm doing this single-handed. Now, look at the interior stitching on this thing. That's double track stitching right there at its finest, and it goes all the way around where the metal enclosure is, which is also stamped, but it's also double stitched all the way around. That's not coming loose. And again, they use that nylon thread for wind sails and paratrooper sails and things like that, or paratrooper parachutes rather. And so that's not going to tatter or fray. So you're going to have some security there. Again, this is the same nylon material that was in that base pocket down below. Same difference for the interior of this bag. You're going to have the same type of nylon in here. They packed this thing with paper. My goodness, they want to make sure it stays in pretty good condition. But it's the same type of nylon. It's really thick and coarse nylon here. It's very, very tough. You hear that? It's not that cheap stuff that when you put some pressure on, it's going to rip. Obviously, you got your Coach tag in there. Get a good look at that. Yeah, there we go. So, and you have this one pocket right here, zip pocket. In this pocket, I would say it's probably going to be about, let me open it up. Get a good look at it. One-handed is very difficult to do. But anyway, yeah, again, you're going to get a 7-inch pocket there. I would say, yeah, it's 7 or 8 inch pocket. It's pretty deep, actually. You can stick your wallet in there. You can stick your keys in there, your chapstick, your ladies, if you want to get this bag. But again, this is a men's item, but if you wanted to grab it for your own personal use, if you like Marvel, if you like Spiderman, go ahead and do your thing. It's a unisex, actually. You can carry it also. So you're going to have some space in here for your makeup. You can put a makeup pouch or something in there. Easy peasy, no problem. Okay? So you got space in this bag. It's definitely, like I said, you give it a good 14 inches tall and about 9 or 10 inches wide. You can get most of the items in there. This is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to use it for my wallet and keys and stuff like that. Now here's the treat. I wanted to flip it over because this is where I saw the beauty of this bag. It was the straps. Now they have this thing all tattered up. Check it out. They've gone and put the same pebble leather on the base with these metal D-ring clamps that secure the bag to the base. And you see it's full leather. There's no mesh on this bag. All leather all the way around. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful item. It's one of the most beautiful bags I've ever seen. So you got your metal D clamps, double reinforced stitching with the loop here that basically holds the bag to the base. It's all sewn under and through. There's no way that's coming out of there. Okay? You're not going to carry an engine in this bag, but you'll probably carry something with a little bit of weight on it. Maybe 10 or 15 pounds of stuff can go in here easily, unless you carry it in bricks. But at the end of the day, it's not going to come loose. As you can see, they stitched this very well. And it's red on the backside too. It's beautiful red, same soft pebble leather on the backside. This is going to be a little tougher, obviously for good reason. You don't want this to be real soft. You want it to have a little bit of dense leather there. You don't want that easily docile stuff. You want the really, really tough stuff. So again, now the straps. Here's the thing. They had some very, very interesting straps that they chose to go with here. They're not leather straps, but they went with the Coach. I guess this is the Marvel Star straps. I thought that was a cool touch. It's not leather, but this is the same seat. It's like that seat belt material, that nylon. We all know you can't break through a seat belt by just pulling and yanking on it. So this isn't going anywhere. And then I just love this beautiful star patterns on this bag. I mean, just awesome, man. This the rectangular D clips that hold that to this particular tumble leather piece that holds it to the base of the bag. Awesome all the way. Okay. The handle on the bag is also made of the same leather. It's also a leather handle. Getting all this off. Please bear with me, everyone. Getting all this paper off is not so easy with one hand. But there you go. It's the same. You get the idea. Same real coarse leather there. Very tough. Not the easiest stuff to rip. And it's sewn into the bag, as you can see. Get some light on that. Yeah. So it's sewn into the bag. See? It's sewn very, very well. You see it's double stitched around the outside in this little block, rectangular block under the bottom of the bag. Here's the cool part that I saw that I really brought some attention. I like the fact that this circle clamp is what holds the straps on there. That was cool. Okay. I've always seen the straps sewn in here or somewhere around here, on the same thing on that side. They're sewn in over there. They decided to go with the circle ring, which basically makes it easier to carry. And you can see how they just took so much time, and they used the same thing, this same pebble leather, very well stitched, nylon stitching around the edges. You see that? And they reinforce it on the back side as well. So you can see there's no probability for any type of rip or tear because of this ring. And then it's also secured by this leather loop that's made of the same coarse material here. Now this little flap is a little more less dense as well. It's about the same as this red, but that's good because the clam enclosure is meant to just keep everything from coming up to the top of the bag while you're carrying it. Okay. The main thing would keep it in is this pull tab enclosure. You'll pull this, and then you'll tighten it with this little leather piece, and that will lock the bag in place. See, it's not coming loose once you do that. You have to really pull on it, and then you move this to the side. This clamps down and snap. Then you're in there. You're in there like swimwear. Okay, good to go. So you guys get the idea. There's not a whole lot of pockets on this bag. Not a whole lot of extra space or anything like that. Just one pocket on the inside, one pocket on the outside. Beautiful color, very secure, very strong. Gets right to the point, gets you in and out of the store. You can reach right in there, get the stuff, pull right back out, and you're moving. So not a lot of fumbling around with this thing, but it's going to serve the purpose. That's the reason why you get it. Now I know this has been a long video, everyone, so please forgive me with that. But again, I wanted to share this. I couldn't wait to get this bag. Got it in just yesterday, actually. I just ripped it out of the box and decided to do the review today for you all. Okay, so again, this was your boy Art Czar with another Coach reveal and review. The Jess Spider-Man Marvel comic backpack. Go out and get you one if you can find it in the store, or order it online. You're going to be happy with the Coach either way. Okay, let them know that Art Czar sent you, and you might get a discount. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure serving you guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, share, or subscribe. And give me a comment down below, because that's going to get YouTube to start generating this algorithm so we can get some more videos up. I want to get up to the top, man. So I can, you guys know what it's all about. Thanks for watching, guys. Been a blessing. You guys be blessed. Peace.